Hi, it's me again, Professor Savels, and I set up this anecdotal template for you in Google Docs. I'm not quite sure if it will work, but I'm hoping that it does. So let's kind of walk through it. Before we do anything, before you complete your paper, as you start it, because this could be something that you forget later on, but you really need to put your name, the date, and then you can go on. The child's initials. So what will end up happening, you want your forms to look as professional as possible. So let's say that the child's initials is MS, and just tab over, and then the observer's initials is MS. I'll put MSS so that there's a difference between us. And then you want to make sure that you put the course, which is Earl 107, WA section, tab over, put the date, which is 9/18/2015, tab over, and we are not in lab, so we are in observation, so we will just put 0 there. The age group would be preschool, if you are unaware of the child's actual age. The center and room, I would say, is Reedman Hall, room 117. And the context and setting, I would probably put maybe the block area. Okay, now we're going on into our observation, and you would write out whatever it is that you hear, see, exact words, and this is in narrative form, so you really need to make it seem like it's a story. Then you would go down here and, type out which domain. I noticed that this was a social development element. There's physical, because the child is with the rocks, and he's emergent. So sometimes you're unable to do anything except for maybe highlight that area. I'm not familiar with Google Docs, but you want to maybe, if you can't highlight, maybe you can change the color. Oh, there's highlight too. The color. Okay. So, what would you do immediately or different in the future? Let me go back to the highlighting. And then you would see how you can extend. Yellow's not good. Let's go for red. You can extend the child's learning. So you would tell what you would do. I would encourage the child to use more language, or I would encourage the child to answer W questions, like what would happen if, and open-ended. Then you put the observation away for a day or two, and you do the same thing based off of everything that you know. You'll reread what you put up here, and then you would go and this is just for this assignment only. Then you would kind of tweak your observation, and then after you've completed that, you might have noticed that, I also observed cognitive development, and I didn't realize it in the first observation, but now that I really thought about it, there's something there that I should add. In the reflection, you always want to put what it is that you learned about the topic, and how did it change? What happened in your first observation? What happened in your second observation? And some of you, especially you, Caitlin, you always say that, you feel that the observation was strong, and it probably was, but again, being as specific as possible. So you want to even say, well, the little boy picked up the leaf with his left hand. Oh, and he was ripping the leaves apart. You want to, be as specific as possible. And if you use any references, you must always have a reference page. A lot of people put works cited, but it's a reference page. Then after all of that is complete, you go up to File up here, and then you want to save, or you want to download. And I would suggest that you download as a PDF file. And an arrow went down below your screen, so you won't be able to see it. But it will come up with all of your changes of what we've done. So you would be able to save it in that way, and then once you save it, and another way for you to save it is down here, where you would click on the file and save it as your document, and I would put it as Mel's anecdotal template and PDF, and save it. And now that you have it saved in your computer or your flash drive, you'll be able to upload it into Blackboard the way that you normally would upload an assignment. And so that would be really where you would go with that. So you would just go to the assignment in the anecdotal and such, and you'll be able to handle that. I really hope that this was helpful. I'm not quite sure, but I'm hoping it is. Please email me. Let me know that you received it and that you understand. I'll talk with you soon.